I'm going to tell you guys the top 5 most important tips when going to a sneaker event. What is good, YouTube fam? We are back at it again with yet another YouTube video. So today is a highly requested video. A lot of people have been asking me this in person, online, on TikTok, on Instagram, you name it. I'm going to tell you guys the top 5 most important tips when going to a sneaker event, either locally or when you go out of town. So you want to make sure you stay tuned for the last tip, especially if you plan on traveling to buy sneakers. So this video is very important because I believe resellers should buy and sell sneakers at these sneaker events. But specifically, this video is going to be about buying. Sneaker events are a great way to build connections, build your inventory, and just have an overall great time, and even just make some content as well. So for me, the reason why I go to sneaker events is number 1, the content, number 2 is to buy more inventory, and number 3 is the overall experience. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head over to tip number 1, which is only buy what you need. I see so many resellers at different events buying sneakers that typically won't even sell, right? They'll buy some shoes just so that they can look like they have all these shoes to take a flex pic for the gram. And a lot of these resellers think that there's so much competition when in reality, all they're doing is impulse buying. So if you go to these sneaker events just to buy as many sneakers as you possibly can without understanding the market, without knowing if these sneakers will actually move or not, I see a lot of people buying bricks and bricks and bricks. Again, you do not want to impulse buy. If it doesn't make sense, if the price doesn't make sense, especially at these sneaker events, there's gonna be a lot of people taxing, meaning they're gonna be charging way over market. All right, if it doesn't make sense, do not make the investment. The reason why you want to only buy what you need is because some people might have a lot of inventory, some people might have little inventory, so you never know. Whatever situation you're personally in, only buy what you need. And another thing that goes along with tip number 1 is buying the inventory that you know that will sell fast for you. So essentially, when I go to sneaker events, I look for Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, Yeezys, or anything that I know I can move very fast. If you guys have watched the video I dropped a few weeks ago about the sneakers that did not sell fast for me, make sure you guys go check that out. Scroll down on my feed, or I might put it up here, and make sure you guys go check that video out as soon as possible. Again, I want to be able to save as much money in your pockets as possible because I know that these sneaker events, especially when you do cash out, can be very costly. Number 2, this is a very, very, very crucial tip that I see a lot of people not doing, which is they do not bring cash. So the reason why you want to bring cash at these events is because there's a lot of people that are not vendors, literally coming, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people going into the event, people that have sneakers in their hands that they want to sell. Inside, you could go in the line and cash people out. But a lot of the times, these people are young or they just want cash. Most of the time, cash is king, especially at these events. A lot of people do not want Zelle, they don't want Cash App, they don't want PayPal. Reason being is because there's a lot of chances of chargebacks, there's a lot of people scamming, so on and so forth. So if you still do not bring cash at these events, man, you guys are sleeping. And you guys are probably gonna miss out on a lot of crazy steals, especially if you go to another sneaker event very, very soon. But another thing with cash is that it can be lost easily. So make sure if you bring $5,000, $10,000 plus, that you keep that money safe in a bag or somewhere safe that you know that you'll be able to find it again. And tip number 3 is networking. Again, guys, all these tips are very, very crucial, and I want you guys to stay tuned to the end and listen to the last one because that right there has to be one of the most important, especially if you're traveling to these sneaker events. So when you go to these sneaker events, networking is one of the most slept on things I do not see resellers do. A lot of these resellers are only going there to buy and sell sneakers. If I was a reseller and I didn't have that much capital, or I was just starting out, I would have printed a bunch of business cards going to each and every table, telling them to follow my Instagram because you never know. Your network is your net worth. Guys, remember that. Write it down on a piece of paper. Your network is your net worth, and you guys don't ever want to forget that quote. For me personally, I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for the people that I know now. And also remember that one connection can take you a long way. Another thing to remember when you're networking is to be genuine. No one likes people asking for free handouts. So make sure you want to make that genuine connection and be friends with that significant other. Tip number 4, especially if you want to travel, you guys want to make sure that you cover all the expenses that it costed you to go to that event. So let me give you an example. If it costed you $400 to go to California, to go to Arizona, New York, whatever, so on and so forth, you want to make sure that you buy a good amount of inventory, and so that you're able to sell all that inventory and obviously make up those expenses that it cost you to travel over there. So make sure you guys put this in your goal list whenever you guys do travel. So this is one of the main things you have to do. You want to make sure that you cover those expenses and you're good to go. After that, all the other shoes that you bought can be making you money each and every day now. All right, guys, that is now the end of the video. I know you guys waited to the end of this video to hear tip number 5. This is one of the most crucial things, especially if you're traveling across the country. You want to make sure you know how to ship. Let me say that one more time. You want to make sure you know how to ship. Reason being is because it can cost you a lot of money per box, especially if you buy a lot of shoes. 2 websites that I would recommend to buy your shipping label is GoShippo.com and PirateShip.com. My primary shipping carrier is UPS. So what I would do, especially if you want your packages to land at your house, is to put the right dimensions, put the right weight, and put everything that you need in order for it to land at your house. And another very, very important thing that you want to do is add insurance to your package, because just in case a package does get lost, UPS or USPS or any of the carriers that you use can go ahead and cover that cost of that box. I know a lot of you guys have questions about reselling, how to start reselling, what to do within the resale game. So please make sure you guys go ahead and do me a favor. Drop a question down below. I want to be able to answer as many questions as possible. It's probably going to be one of these sit down videos, or if there's a video I can do a live example on, I will go ahead and do that in person. We are almost at 15,000 subscribers, guys. So if you haven't already, please make sure you guys go like down below, comment, and of course subscribe. And you want to make sure you stay tuned for the next YouTube video, because we are going to start a new business venture. And if you want to know how to make extra income with whatever you're doing right now, you guys want to go ahead and subscribe down below and make sure you stay tuned for that next video. I cannot wait to drop that. Again, thank you guys so much for love and support. I love you guys so much. So till next time, we'll see y'all soon. I love y'all so much. And always remember, don't sleep. We got the heat. Love y'all, man. Peace.